Jake and I started recording.
Alright, yo. First Sports Nation Worldwide Web Sports Discussion. Got Ryan with me today. I got Gil here with me today. And I got Tyler, whose mic isn't working so far. Since this is actually the first episode, we'll just make things kind of simple. We're probably going to jump into topics from the group to sports such as... I'm not sure what you're covering today. You got football?
I got football.
And I got a couple of basketball topics. I know Gil got some baseball subjects.
I don't got nothing yet for baseball, to be honest. I didn't know I could have made us some topics. You told me.
Yeah, see, the thing is, I had to do some things, but Joe just couldn't get in for some reason.
Oh, okay.
I guess the first thing to jump into is how many of you thought the Bulls was gonna stop Miami's winning streak? I mean, didn't they stop? It was the Bulls, right?
Yeah, it was the Bulls. Yeah.
Kind of hoping it was gonna play Boston again and lose it.
Yeah.
I think the Bulls just took the Pacers approach to that from last season. They just started came out physical early, and I think that was a key factor to winning that game for them.
I think a lot of it also goes to Joakim Noah, the center, because when we talk about heart, like Kevin Garnett heart, like I think he's the equivalent for the Bulls. You know, Derrick Rose ain't there, so they all are feeding off of Joakim Noah, and it's showing. And Nate Robinson also came up big. Like, I don't know where this guy came from. I've always called him a clown ever since he was in Boston. But dude is playing out of his mind right now.
Yeah, he's always been... He's inconsistent off the bench. I mean, you're going to get either a real good Nate Robinson or an average.
Yeah, you're right. He has no control. I think he would have got better if he stayed in Boston.
IAB.
Oh, is that Tyler? I heard Tyler.
Oh, what up, Tyler? Welcome to the show.
Tyler, that's you. I heard him for a second. But I guess he's got problems. But I don't even think Noah played, did he? I thought it was Boozer and Muhammad.
Yeah, you're right. Noah didn't play, but still, I think he has that still feed off of him though. Like the way the Bulls have just been able to hang around without Derrick Rose.
Yeah.
I think it's Joakim Noah.
I believe he was in the All-Star game this year.
Joakim?
Yeah, Noah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was a reserve, no?
Yeah, he was a reserve.
Funny, because I remember on draft night, Pico was telling me that kid was going to be nice. Look at him now.
Yep.
For my next question, I'll ask you guys individually. Bill, what are your seed rankings for the East? 1 through 8.
Still on NBA, right?
Yeah.
I mean, of course, number 1, Miami. Lost one game, and then the game against the Spurs, that actually showed me something on Spoelstra's side. I was expecting him to call a timeout, and he had faith in his players. I mean, and everybody thought Ray Allen was going to take that shot. For Bosh to take that shot, some big. Not making a timeout, I think that was huge. Number 2, I think number 2 is gonna end up being the Pacers.
Whoa!
Hey!
Let the man finish.
This is mine, right? So
absolutely, go right ahead, bro.
So I think number 2 is Pacers, Indiana, because let's be real. New York has been inconsistent of late. I understand they are on an 8-game winning streak. I understand that. But you got to understand also that, Indiana's been on a 4-game winning streak. They're only, a game down. In terms of team play, team basketball play, Indiana got the upper hand. If New York does not have all the pieces there, they're going to be extremely inconsistent. I don't see them finishing off number 2. 3, New York. For pretty much the same reasons. The only reason why they're not going to be number 2 is too inconsistent for me. I don't see them staying on top. And there's no other teams in the East that are playing on Miami, Pacers, or New York's level. Like you got Brooklyn. I didn't even honestly didn't think Brooklyn would make it this season. But when they do, they're going to be number 4. They're number 4 in my rankings, and they'll probably get out first round. They're gone. 5 Chicago, 6 Boston, 7 Atlanta, 8 Milwaukee. That's what I got.
Yeah, what you got?
All right, I'm not going to be biased in this whole decision. You know what I'm saying? So, obviously, number one is the Heat.
Yeah.
They holding it down. You can't knock the team play and how they're playing.
That's right.
In all honesty, up until about 9-10 games ago, I would give the Pacers an upper hand. The only reason I got the Knicks above the Pacers at the moment is just because of the great team play. The way Melo's been playing better. J.R. Smith has just been phenomenal these past few games. I think the addition of Kenyon Martin is exactly what was needed. His defense, physical play. I think all of that is going to help us kind of get over that little bump over the first round. That's really that. And they're just playing better team ball. And of course, 3 is going to go to the Pacers. I think not having Danny Granger down the line is going to hurt them past the first round.
That's a good point.
They're going to win the first round, hands down. But I think when you go into bigger teams, he would help. Now Tyler Hansbrough has been playing great basketball lately as well. So they missing him, they might be able to get away with it this year. Number 4, I honestly give Chicago the upper hand over Brooklyn at number 4. I know Joe King's out, but once he comes back, they're going to be rolling in all cylinders. As far as Derrick Rose, that man need to get his mind right. I'm not sure what's going on with him. Number 5, I got to go with the C's. I know everyone's saying, they're old and this and that. But in all honesty, the boys they still get up and down the court. I think they've shown a little inconsistently lately. But I think they'll be fine for the playoffs. Number 6, I'm gonna give it a Brooklyn. Number 7, who the fuck else is there? Oh, the Hawks.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And then of course 8 being the Bucks.
True.
Okay, that's interesting. Tyler, you got one for? He's there.
This nigga gonna pull a dialogue and be like, next.
As for me, it would just be completely ludicrous if you didn't have Miami number one. Where they playing? LeBron's playing. Oh, he didn't play last night. Him and Wade. They'll still be number 1 seed. And actually, I'm gonna go number 2 with the Knicks. As much as hate I throw towards them. And let's get it straight. I don't hate the Knicks. I just got a problem with the fans. That's not humble. Y'all gotta show me something. Even though y'all took this serious against my Celtics, y'all still gotta show me something. Cause
I agree.
Seasons don't mean nothing to me until it gets to the playoffs. Number 3, I got the Pacers. And I really believe a lot of people speak on the Pacers. I think the Pacers are really a threat. And they're one of the 2 teams that can get Miami run for their money.
Yep.
And number 4, I'm gonna go with the Bulls. The Bulls taking the Chicago spot. I mean Brooklyn spot.
Now let me interrupt you real quick. Just gonna point this out. The Knicks' next game is against who?
The Heat.
That's right. Now, the Heat ain't gonna be playing Wade or LeBron. That's what it looks like.
Oh no, they'll be playing.
They'll be playing?
I believe so. They have no choice. Because you know what? First of all, they don't get fined for sitting those two players who aren't hurt, and that's BS. Because the Spurs got fined nasty for that.
But I remember that. They said it was reported that LeBron had like a hamstring, yeah, and Wade had an ankle or something like that. Yeah. So
that's pride, man. I mean, I don't believe it. I think that's just a way of doing it so they don't get fined. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I can buy that one, bro.
Okay, so
continue.
I got the Bulls at the 4, and I got Brooklyn at 5. I want to keep Atlanta at 6 for the simple reason I want the Celtics to stay at 7 because I want to play New York first round. The reason I want to play New York first round is I have a vendetta with the Knicks. It has to be handled. And for the Bucks, I don't see them hanging on to that spot. I think Philly will take it from them.
No.
I think Philly's gonna take it from them.
No.
That's just what I think. But for the most part, we're all in the same location as far as the top 3 teams.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we'll do this in snake order for the West. What I got for the West, I'm going to say the Spurs finish first. Even though that doesn't mean anything. They've done it for the last 2 seasons and still get eliminated. Sorry, Victor Powell. I see OKC finishing second. I think the Clippers are going to pass Denver and take their third spot. And then I think Denver will be finishing 4th, with Memphis finishing 5th. I think Golden State's going to stay at that 6. And I think the Rockets will stay 7. But the Lakers will take that 8th spot over Utah. Yeah, right.
All right. Pretty much, it's actually I think the only difference in mine would be probably between the Clippers and Denver, because I think that's the closest one for me. Like San Antonio, Oklahoma, those are 1 and 2. But the Clippers and Denver, like Denver is playing out of their mind. Like that's another team that I didn't even see being as good as they were. I knew they were going to be in the playoffs, but to be number 3 seed, that's saying something. They're playing extremely well. The Clippers, I don't want to say the inconsistent like you see on the ESPN. Everybody's talking about the inconsistent. I want to say that they're just hurt. I think they'll turn it around and they'll probably they might take that number 3. Memphis is going to be at 5. Golden State, if they had more games, they might have taken it from Memphis, but that doesn't look like it's happening. Then probably stay at 6. Stephen Curry, he has an ankle issue right now. That might hinder him in the playoffs because, I mean, he's playing on it, but he should have sat on it a little longer. And then Houston and probably the Lakers. That's what I got.
Yeah, I don't see Utah holding that down.
Yeah.
Not good.
I mean, obviously, we all agree. San Antonio number 1, OKC right under them. I personally think Denver can take out the Clippers if they were to play in a playoff series. So I'm gonna go Denver Clippers. As far as 5, 6, 7, that's pretty much the same. Golden State, the Rockets, and then of course the Lakers to finish that out. Did I skip somebody?
No, but do any of you guys think that Dallas could sneak up in there?
Hell no.
You don't think so?
I don't know. I think them losing dirt so early and for so long, it took them out.
Look at it. LA and Utah both 38-36.
That's right.
Well, I want to go back to what you said about Denver. I think Denver are in a position where they don't belong. For the simple fact that they have no superstar factor. They just got all good players. And I don't see nobody that can carry them when they need it.
But like I always say, a model team to look at is the 2004 Pistons. They had no star player. They had a whole bunch of great ballers, and they was able to get the title. So that's kind of what I see in Denver. I'm not saying they're going to be able to match up against Oklahoma, like with the scoring attack with Westbrook and Durant. But I'm pretty sure they could hold their own.
I agree.
So if the playoffs did start, they would be playing Golden State.
And I think that'd be pretty easy challenge for them.
Yeah, I think they'll be Golden State.
I think they probably want to stay in the 3 spot to play Golden State. Because if they move to 4, I don't think they want to play Memphis in the first round. You know, at this part of the season, these top teams, they're trying to, they're smart anyways, position themselves to play the easier component in the first round.
Yep. Oh, looks good though. I had another topic here.
Yeah, go ahead.
The rookie of the year.
Lillard.
Yeah, it could only be Lillard.
I got David Lillard. It's funny how Anthony Davis was first pick, but David Lillard's playing way better than him.
Well, I mean, like, you on a team like the Pelicans, soon to be the Pelicans, like, you can't really do much. Like, who else is there? Name another player on the
on the Hornets?
Yeah.
Austin Rivers?
That's true. Austin Rivers is there.
The one that should have stayed in college.
Yeah, he should have. But another rookie that's playing good is Waiters on Cleveland.
I haven't been watching that. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't been watching that, dude.
Doing good. But it's hands down Lillard.
Yeah.
Who do you have for your MVP?
Oh man.
You know what? There's about 3 people that I have, and I'm still not definitive on the answer. You know, it's easy to say LeBron.
Yeah, exactly.
But if you take LeBron off the picture, the Heat are still going to win. They may not be number one,
That's right.
but they're still winning. I think, you know, when you talk about Tony Parker or CP3,
Yep.
Those are the key guys to their offense, you know, defense. You take them out, and I mean, you see a whole new team. You know, so I mean, that's why I'm still on the fence with it.
You know that it's actually history. If LeBron gets his 3rd MVP in a row, he'll be the first man to tie Jordan. Because Steve Nash almost had that.
Yeah.
He had it back-to-back. He needed to get it 3 times. But other than LeBron, I would look at Tony Parker, Durant, possibly Carmelo.
I wouldn't look at Durant or Melo. Just because like pretty much the same thing with LeBron. You take Melo out, the Knicks still have a chance of winning. They still could hold their own. I think they're gonna take take better shots. Like with Melo on the bench, they have more chances of putting up better shots. In my opinion. Durant, he would have had it, but I think Russell Westbrook kind of muddied his chances with his high play, him taking all the shots. And I'm right there with Gil, with Tony Parker and CP3. I think they have just as good a chance getting it as LeBron.
Crazy, CP3 still hasn't gotten an MVP yet.
It's incredible. It's incredible.
He got it for years. Dirk and Kobe was out there.
Yo, I remember was that the season where he was like hurt half the season and he still was in MVP contention? Yeah, man.
Without Rondo had that crazy assist record with John Stockton.
Going back to what Ryan was saying about Melo, being a Melo fan, I mean, I said that all year. You know, and then this is as a team as a whole.
Yeah.
You know, they just a lot of bad shots. Stupid shots, rush shots. And I'll be honest, man. You know me, I've always kept it honest. You know, that's the biggest problem with the Knicks.
Yes.
You know, the ball doesn't move too much. And that's why I said if they continue to play the way they have these past 10 days, they'll be fine. It's been great team basketball. I've always said it doesn't matter how good a team is. Team basketball is going to win.
When y'all move the ball around, y'all problem. Cause y'all got so many shooters, from Novak to Smith to Melo to Shee. Somebody's always open on that 3-point line. Y'all play way better when y'all pass that ball. But when Melo's chucking and shooting it, or he has to do all the time, that's when I come down on the Knicks. I'm like, really? When the Celtics lost to y'all the first time, Melo took 30 shots and had 29 points.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Really?
I said that. But another big thing that's been going on now is J.R. Smith. The way he's attacking the hoop. I mean, it's been consistent attacking of the basket. And that's the way I like it. Work the ball inside, take it back out. I mean, that's how it works. That's how you score points easily.
And think about J.R. Smith. I like him, but he's inconsistent. This is the first time I've seen him go back-to-back games like that. Other times in Denver, he show up when he wants.
Exactly. And that's why prior to this past month, I had Jamal Crawford as my sixth man.
Yep.
But then I just seen J.R. Smith, I don't know what happened. I don't know if his mama sat and talked to him or something. But I mean, he's just been playing. He's been playing great.
Yes.
Huh? Your defensive player of the year.
The what?
Your defensive player of the year.
I don't even know, bro.
I'm just gonna go with Serge Ibaka.
He might, but I mean, honestly, I haven't really been impressed so much with folks this year as far as defense.
Yeah, exactly. Like I feel like defense has been like very down, very low. Even like I was expecting LeBron to like. I haven't seen LeBron play as much defense this year as he did last year. Seemed to have toned it down. Like I was expecting him to come out and like be like the defensive presence in Miami, but he hasn't been.
I mean, you can look at Ibaka. You can look at Hibbert. You know, who's had a pretty good year.
Yeah.
But I mean, nobody really stands out as a front runner.
Is it Ibaka or Dwight that's leading in blocks?
Pretty sure it's Ibaka.
I think Ibaka leading on blocks, but Larry Sanders is up there with him. Larry Sanders is surprising to see him up there. Can't forget about JaVale McGee, who your brother hates. Ryan.
Oh, I know, yeah. Yeah, dude is a clown.
Shout out to Terrence Allen.
But I mean, like you can't knock his athleticism though. You cannot knock it.
Definitely can't.
Dude is a monster. But I just looked it up. Serge Ibaka is leading in blocks. But now if you look at like the ratio, like Roy Hibbert has the most steal to block ratio among centers. But I mean, you don't gotta be a center to win Defensive Player of the Year, of course.
Right.
Dwight Howard is actually leading in defensive rebounds. So, yeah. Dwight is like fourth in block shots.
Josh Smith up there?
Who?
Josh Smith.
Nah, I don't even see that dude. He's not in the top 10, I'll tell you that. But looking at Dwight's stats, Dwight might be able to pull it off. Because he got a good amount of steals, of leading in defensive rebounding, 76 steals, 167 blocks. Roy Hibbert got 37 steals, 195 blocks.
I think Roy Hibbert might be the only true center in the league right now. He's like 73.
Yeah, you're right.
Post game.
Yeah, I'll give him that one.
Tyler says he has Larry Sanders for Defensive Player of the Year. Okay. I last question for that would be Coach of the Year. And I'm going to go with Greg Pop.
Can't do that. Gotta go with. I mean, that's Greg Pop though. Like he does that. It's nothing new. 50 games for the last couple seasons. I'm gonna give it to Mark Jackson.
Oh, that was my second.
That's who I got.
I'm giving it to Mark Jackson because the dude, you know, put the Warriors in playoff contention. They ain't no joke. He kind of changed the entire atmosphere after, you know, they got rid of Monte Ellis. So, you know, the entire city's thinking, we done. Nobody's expecting the Warriors to be a problem now that they lost their number one star. And look at them now. So I'm giving it to Mark Jackson.
I agree. That's who I had as my front runner. Right after him, I had Tom. I don't even know how to pronounce his last name for the Bulls. I think doing what he did with the stars out. I think it's pretty incredible to still keep them playing at the high level that they're playing.
There goes.
And even without Joakim Noah for a lot of the season being hurt here and there. You know, they're playing pretty damn good basketball.
You know what I noticed? Nobody mentioned Eric Spoelstra. And it's funny to me because I always said I don't think he's a good coach. He just has good players.
Yeah.
I agree.
It's not hard to coach a team when you got like all stars that play together annually in the All-Star game and
non-selfish.
Yeah. And they also played what in the Olympics? How many times they played together in the Olympics?
Twice.
Him and Wade. Yeah. So I mean, it's not hard to coach a team like that.
No, I mean, Mike D'Antoni, as bad as he is, will still have him playing the same way.
There you go. Even though he does got Dwight and Kobe, and just seemed like I want to bring that up. What do you guys think about like how D'Antoni? Because I understand he was, the Knicks. Like this is focused at you, Gil, because you've been watching him as the coach for the Knicks. How do you think he plays centers or big men?
I think he wants the big men to act like a small forward. He wants them running up and down the court. That ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Got power taking shots.
I didn't like them. I never liked them. You know, my second favorite team growing up was I always liked watching the Suns.
Yeah.
You know, and then having Stat and Steve Nash.
Yep.
You know, Leandro Barbosa, those boys. You know, I enjoyed watching them. But if your main focus isn't defense at the NBA level, then you're trash as a coach to me.
You're right.
These guys can score. They're professionals. That's why they're there. You know what I mean? So if you're not focusing on defense or not making that a main point in your team, then you shouldn't even be coaching.
If D'Antoni would have loved Rasheed Wallace.
Yeah.
What happened to Sheed?
He had a foot stress.
He's practicing.
Okay.
So, hopefully by the end of the season, he get a few games in him, get that rust off before the playoffs start.
Y'all got a nice front court all around from Camby, Sheed, the Chandler, but they're all old. Except Amari.
They're the oldest team in the NBA right now.
Yeah, we are. And I think the way the Knicks are looking at it is, when we had Dolan and Isaiah Thomas, there was a lot of bad moves financially. Even the $100 million to Amari, I thought was a bit ludicrous. Some of you have to, get these older guys in here, get them cheap, fix that salary cap. But we still have guys who are still active and pretty good for us outside of Kurt Thomas. I thought Kurt Thomas should just retire. But I think 10 minutes from Camby, another few minutes from Rasheed, I think they'll be all right.
True. How much time we got, Jay?
5 minutes.
Hey, Ronnie, you said you had some football topics.
I do got some football topics.
Oh, we're going to get to that. I just want to finish off real quick.
Okay.
Okay, I didn't know you were done. Go ahead, brother.
5 more minutes for the basketball. I have actually three topics left.
Okay.
Do you predict any sweeps?
That's a good one. Dang.
Well, obviously, if Miami plays Milwaukee in the first round, that's going to be a breeze walk.
Yeah.
So we can throw that one out there.
I don't think I see any in the West. I think if anybody, like, if anything, it would be like Oklahoma, Houston, but
I don't know about that. Because when Oklahoma and Houston played, Houston actually beat Oklahoma.
Exactly. So, I mean, if there was, like, that's the only possible sweep I see happening in the West.
Yeah, I agree. Well, yeah.
Like, if Lakers take it from Utah, which will probably happen, I don't see San Antonio sweeping the Lakers.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Another one is 2013 champions. I'm gonna go okay. Just for the simple fact, I don't want to see Miami win again.
I don't think Miami's gonna win again. But I think as long as Westbrook plays the way he plays, they're never gonna win a championship. I wouldn't doubt if the Spurs take it again.
It is all on Westbrook. Westbrook plays like he did. They will never win a championship. I agree 100% with Gil. Now, if they let Durant go, let him score, let him control the pace of the game. There's nobody that's going to stop Oklahoma City.
But that's the problem with putting a shooting guard at the point guard position.
Exactly. So I think I'm gonna go with Oklahoma City.
Yeah, I got them as well.
Well, let us do it this year.
What happened?
I think the Spurs can take it this year.
Spurs?
I know they always number one and yada blah. But I think they can do it.
I think their window is done, man. I think their window is done.
It is.
From the last question, does B12 resign? Does CP3 resign? And does Bynum resign?
I think Bynum signs. With Dwight Howard, I think the way they finished the season. Because nobody's going to be able to give him the money that the Lakers can give him. And in today's game, these guys, it's all about money.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't doubt if Howard does resign. As far as CP3, I think he's going to test the market a little bit. Especially if they don't win this year. Which they're not.
But I look at that and like where, I mean, everybody's gonna want CP3, but where would he? I don't want to say there's nowhere he can't flourish. Do you think he would be? Would he sign for cheap? Or
last I heard from him, he said he wanted a max contract. That's why he didn't take the extension.
Right. And there's only a handful of teams that can offer something remotely close to that, if not that.
Tell you what, the Clippers I'd like to see him in Toronto with Rudy Gay.
That'd be nice, but I think Chris Paul is more of a big market player.
Exactly.
I think that was the problem with Dwight Howard in Orlando. He wasn't happy with being a small market team.
But the thing is, Chris Paul went to the Clippers. The Clippers are not a big market team.
As of late, they are.
He said he wanted to play in NY, but there's no room. They got to get rid of somebody for that, unless they're moving Amari's contract.
And that's the only reason why they didn't even mention New York. You know, no one's going to take Amari's contract. You know, I think if I'm the Knicks, I'm thinking of a way to reconstruct that shit because it's just not that can't happen. 18 million for the next 3 years? Nah, brother.
Where do you think? I got a question. Where do you guys think if Chris Paul did go through and was on the Lakers, think they'd be number 1 seed?
Absolutely.
I wouldn't say number one seed, but they wouldn't be in the position they are now. They'd be at least top 3 team.
Yeah, of course.
I think they personally could. I mean, Kobe's showing the way he can still play at a high level. Whereas Steve Nash, I mean, he's already been on the decline the past 2 years.
Okay. I guess we covered the basketball section. Let's move on to the NFL.
All right.
What you got for us?
All right, so the draft is
25th, I believe.
24. The 25th is about 24 days away. Like we gonna talk about the draft. I don't know if we'll be able to get to the draft in today's show, but first question is, like, judging from free agency this season, which team do you think has actually improved their roster?
Yeah, the 49ers.
Okay.
The Texans.
Now the Texans only signed Ed Reed.
I was going to say that.
Like,
That's huge though.
But how big though? How big really? Because Ed Reed, he is an older dude. I'm not saying he can't play at the same level, but he's an older guy. It's just one dude that they signed. Do you think he can make that difference?
But he's at the key position.
You're right.
That gets the Texans beat every week. That safety position. I mean, their over the top help was damn near obsolete.
Point.
You know, so that's why I say the Texans.
All right.
Not many people are going to agree with me, but the Titans adding Sean Green, I think it's good.
Tyler told me, what about Wes Walker and Peyton Manning?
Wes
Walker.
That's a good pickup for Denver. Well, I mean, like, Peyton Manning will be able to work with anybody.
Peyton would do a better job with Wes than Tom did?
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Be honest.
I don't think so because Peyton is not the player like Tom Brady. The system in New England was like primarily slot receivers and tight ends. Peyton Manning does not really use slot receivers. He's usually the number one, number two receiver and tight end. So, I mean, of course, Wes Welker will get his Wes Welker will get his catches, but I don't see him being more productive in Denver as it was.
He's not getting 100 catches.
No, he's not. Now I'm gonna ask like a favorite team question, since, like, you know, Jay, you Oakland, Gil, you New York. What are you guys looking forward to drafting in the upcoming draft? What do you guys need?
Well, Gil mentioned to me earlier today that Raiders signed Matt Flynn, and I was kind of hoping for the Raiders to go with Geno Smith, but that seems like it's out of the question now. I thought we would have needed a quarterback.
I mean, Matt Flynn is a solid quarterback, but I mean, like I understand that Carson Palmer was just being ridiculous with his with, like, he is not an elite quarter. He was. Okay.
My bad, guys.
he was in Cincy, but he was very up and down in Oakland. He was either the reason they won or the reason they lost. I don't think that should be focused. If that's the quarterback's issue, the quarterback is the reason why you win or lose. That's a problem there. How about you, Gil? What do the Jets need in this upcoming draft?
Give me one second. My daughter finished barking.
Okay.
Well, I think if we don't go for a quarterback, we'll go for a receiver or running back.
I would see Oakland going for a running back. I was gonna say because your dude McFadden is very injury prone. That dude cannot finish. He cannot finish a season. He's incredible when he plays, but that's when he plays. So, I mean, that's that.
I don't know, man. These guys.
And then I got faith in Oakland, man. Oakland has a good squad. They got good defense. They got fast players, and for me, I don't know if Gil. I remember watching Gil play in Bayside and things like that. Gil can attest that like the number one thing in football is speed.
Okay. Well, I'm looking at the trade. They did Matt Flynn for 2 draft picks, a 5th round pick, and a conditional pick. It looked like Raiders didn't really give up too much for Matt Flynn. We'll still get a good draft pick.
Yeah.
I think you guys just need to attack some offensive line on that in the draft.
That's true. That's a good point as well.
I think Matt Flynn can make it happen. When you got McFadden running your ball, you don't really have to worry about a running back. You have a solid running back.
I was just telling Jay, like, I don't know, like, McFadden is always getting injured. The dude cannot finish the season. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Oakland take a running back or trade for one at least.
But I don't think there's anything real special out there as far as quarterback and running backs go in this draft.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, Geno Smith is a great athlete, but I don't think he and McFadden would make a good duo. Not in an NFL setting.
True.
As far as the Jets go, we need linebackers and left guard.
Left guard.
Yeah.
What is I haven't heard anything recently, but like, what's up with the quarterback issue?
As of now, Sanchez is working with Jeff Garcia. I'm not sure if it's gonna help him. I kind of lost some hope in him.
Yeah.
Signing David Gerard. I don't know how I feel about that yet. You know, you'd have to wait till spring training for the guys. Mm-hmm. And I think they just signed another quarterback, but I'm not 100% positive.
So what's going on with the Titans?
The Titans, like, and I've been a fan of the Titans since 2000, since they became the Titans, since they changed their name from the Oilers to the Titans. And I've never seen them open the checkbook like this. They've been signing anybody and everybody. Now, I'm shocked that we're actually signing this many people. I was thinking we was gonna go guard in the draft, but we have been drafting mad guards. We've drafted like 2 guards, Sean Green, drafted we signed George Wilson and Bernard Pollard from the Ravens. The hard-hitting safety, which I'm excited about because the Tennessee Titans have been playing extremely soft in terms of defense. We look like the softest team, and we cannot tackle. It's extremely embarrassing going to Buffalo Wild Wings and watching the game and seeing this missed tackles all over the place. It's embarrassing. But I think that he's gonna bring a new dimension to our defense. That swagger that we need. Titans are making a push to be a force in the AFC South. I understand the Colts with Andrew Luck. They actually been making a lot of moves this offseason as well. And of course, the Texans are always going to be there now. And I still believe the Texans are overrated. I don't think the Texans are going to be making the playoffs this season.
Really?
I don't see it.
I don't see the Ravens making the playoffs.
Oh no, that's obvious. the Ravens, they are not. They are missing way too many pieces.
Didn't they lose like Reed and Lewis?
Yep. They lost Reed. They lost Lewis. They lost both their safeties. They lost the cornerback.
And Bowden.
It's gonna be, but then again, it's gonna be the Bengals on top or Cleveland, because the Pittsburgh Steelers, they lost a lot of players too. They're older. They're not as young as they used to be. Of course, and then this brings up the next question. Like, people are already picking favorites already. Who's your favorites for the NFC?
49ers.
49ers again.
I agree.
I think 49ers are going to win this year with the Ravens out the picture.
I think third time's the charm.
Third time's a charm for the 49ers. Why the 49ers and not say the Seahawks?
I'm not set on them yet.
Who's that Seahawks?
Richard Sherman. That's why I expected you to say the Seahawks, because that's your boy. And like, the Seahawks are a high scoring team. This team is well built. I think they match up very well with the 49ers offensively and defensively, and it comes down to the quarterback play, and of course Kaepernick got the upper hand on that.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I only know if Richard Sherman and the halfback on the Seahawks. What's his name?
Marshawn Lynch.
You know him, but you don't know his name. Yeah. That's the only two I know over there.
I think with them signing Percy Harvin, it might get them above that hump.
That's right. They did.
But until I see them playing, I don't see it happening. Their defense didn't come through for them in the playoffs.
Okay.
Only against the Redskins.
Game one says, don't forget about the Falcons.
I was just gonna bring that up. The AFC South, like, you got the Saints. Do you think the Saints will ever reach the top again?
Is Drew Brees over there still?
Drew Brees is still over there.
Long as he's there, that'll be relevant.
I don't know, because he got the Falcons. Tampa Bay was hanging around. And I don't know what's gonna happen with the Panthers, because they was good. They was hot one season. I think Cam is still gonna be probably the best young quarterback coming next season. Then
Who's that?
Cam Newton from the Panthers.
You like Cam over RG3?
I do. Personally, I do. I think he's smarter with the ball. He doesn't really have the receivers. Actually, it's not the receivers. It's the offensive line. He doesn't have the offensive line that the Redskins got. I don't think RG3 will be as good as he was this year. He had two huge injuries for a quarterback. He had the ACL and a concussion. That's not good for a quarterback in your first year. That's going to be a blow to him. I don't see him putting up numbers like he did.
I believe in RG3. I think it'll be a problem if he can stay not getting injured.
I think he's going to get injured again. The way
he had a concussion?
Exactly. He had a concussion and a knee injury. His play style, I don't see him, if he unless he changes it, which I don't see happening in his very next season, he's going to end up dead. He's going to be put on his ass a lot. But I do see them finishing probably first or second in the NFC East, right there along with the Cowboys, who I think are actually going to show up.
They gave Tony Romo a contract.
Right. Now. They just signed Tony Romo to an extended contract.
They gave him Tom Brady money.
They gave him Tom Brady money.
That's crazy.
Speaking of Tom Brady, is he come back stronger, or just becomes less relevant?
Tom Brady, he's Tom Brady.
He's
always on top.
Exactly.
I'm saying with no Wes Welkers though.
He'll be all right. They signed Danny Amendola, who, in my opinion, is the equivalent, if not a little bit better. Well, not I shouldn't say better, but I would say he's the equivalent of Wes Welker. He'll be able to produce just as much as Wes Welker did. And then Tom Brady is always going to have his big men, Gronk and Hernandez. So he's going to be fine, regardless. They're always going to be among the top in the AFC. They'll always be there.
When you guys were talking about RG3,
yeah.
We left out Luck a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't get too excited over rookie QBs that are successful.
You got that Doc Rivers. Don't play his rookies.
No, I'm serious. Mark Sanchez did it. Went to the AFC Championship. Whatever. Did his second year. I think when it comes to rookies, I don't really judge them too much until that second or third year. Especially when they're real successful at first.
Guys, forgot to mention is about Philadelphia giving Michael Vick a contract.
Oh man, Michael Vick. I feel this might be. I mean, depending on his offensive line, if he ends up being hurt for another extended amount of time, this might be his last season.
I think he's leaving the Eagles.
You think he's leaving the Eagles?
Yeah.
Huh.
Then they need to part ways. I don't think he wants to be there anymore. His offensive coordinator, which is now the Jets coordinator, and Marty Morningweg. I wouldn't doubt if he wants to go back with him because when he was successful, it was under the Morningweg system with the Eagles.
So let's switch to the AFC. We already talked about the Pats. We don't think that the Ravens. Don't think they're gonna make it. Surprise team in the AFC. Who you got?
Surprise team?
Surprise team, yeah.
Surprise. I'm not gonna sleep on the Dolphins. It hurts to admit it and even say it.
Yeah.
But they've been making some pretty decent off-season acquisitions. I wouldn't doubt if they do pretty well this year.
The Dolphins?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's gonna be my surprise.
Tyler's questioning you. He doesn't believe in the Dolphins. He said he wishes his mic could work because he doesn't believe what you just said. Which division did you say?
Just the AFC. Just throughout the entire AFC. Who you got?
Like to see my Raiders do better.
I can see them doing better. I don't know if they're going to be able to top Denver, though.
Well, 4-12 is unacceptable.
Yeah. Y'all gonna think I'm being biased, but I think the Titans. The moves that they made, I think they're gonna make some noise.
But you know what? It's not a surprise to me because they're not a bad team. You know what I'm saying? They're not the Dolphins. They're not the Bills. Those are bad teams. The Titans just had a little off year.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at that.
Okay.
I mean, it's not a surprise that they make the playoffs again.
Okay.
They're expected to.
All right. I can understand that view. What was my other topic?
We got about 7 minutes.
All right. I can save that. I can save it. We could close it out if we want.
Just want to say thanks to everybody tuning in, taking time listening. Interested in being on the next podcast show? Contact any of us three. I'd be happy to have you on it.
No problem. Thanks for everybody.
Thank you.
No problem. Thanks coming through, Gil. You too, Tyler. All right, y'all.
All right.
Later, guys.